the kind of species of trees that should be planted in the different regions within Kenya based on variances in weather conditions. And 6, explain what has been done to ensure that the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry and members of the public maximize rainy seasons to plant trees. I thank you.
Senator Karen Nyamu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations regarding the rising cases of insecurity in Eastleigh in Nairobi County. Mr. Speaker, security is a critical component of the national political and development agenda. Crime and violence are increasingly recognized as significant development challenges, particularly in urban areas. Incidents of crime, robbery, gang violence, and gender-based domestic violence undermine both macroeconomic and microeconomic growth, hinder productivity, and negatively affect societal and individual well-being. In recent weeks, several incidents of crime have been reported in the area, but my attention has been drawn to the most recent case, a viral CCTV footage capturing the moment when a young man identified as Abdirahim Ibrahim was shot and killed by an unknown assailant early Saturday morning on 10th November this year. In the statement, the committee should conduct an inquiry into the rise in insecurity within Nairobi County, particularly in Eastleigh, and assess any emerging patterns that may help identify the root causes behind these criminal activities. 2, outline the measures in place to address the rising crime rates in Eastleigh and ensure that residents' rights, as guaranteed in the Bill of Rights in the Constitution of Kenya, are upheld. 3, describe the measures taken by the Directorate of Criminal Investigation and other law enforcement agencies to investigate the murder of Abdirahim and bring the responsible individuals to justice. And finally, outline any plans by the State Department for Internal Security and National Administration to ensure transparency, accountability in the handling of murder cases, and detail the steps taken to strengthen the criminal justice system to ensure that perpetrators are held accountable under the law. Signed, Senator Karen Nyamu, MP, nominated senator. Thank you, sir.
No, honorable senators will allow limited intervention to a maximum of 15 minutes. Each senator speaking for 3 minutes. Senator Olekina.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to contribute on the statement by Senator Mundiki on the welfare of police officers upon transfer or retirement. Mr. Speaker, let me appreciate the distinguished senator for actually bringing something which is important. Mr. Speaker, in the statement, when the Committee on Security and Defense are going to be looking at it, it is important for the public to be made aware whether when an officer, police officer, is transferred to Turkana or transferred to Tana River or West Pokot is normally as a result of either indiscipline or they are being punished for a particular reason, because abruptly it just happened and it affects really the social setup. I am aware of a situation where a young officer who has got a young kid, 3 months old, and the wife is breastfeeding, where he was transferred, and I had to intervene to it. So it's imperative that at least we defend these people. And we are made aware of the procedure which is taken. One other issue that, Mr. Speaker, is important is really on the promotion of these officers. Recently, I met a traffic officer who told me that he's been in the lower cadre, not corporal, but the other one, which is constable, for the last 27 years. He's been working as a constable for the last 27 years as a police officer. This gentleman is from Korea. And I just feel like it is imperative for us to know, if you really sit in one position, if I sit in this position for 20 years, I would have stagnated. So it is, there's no growth whatsoever. So in the statement, I want to plead with the committee to be able to give us information on what criteria is used to promote police officers from constable, corporal, sergeant, chief. Is it based on academic or what? Finally, this issue of transfer, Mr. Speaker, is important. And I think before an officer is transferred, he should be given an opportunity to be told why they are being transferred. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Morango.
Asante sana Mr. Speaker. Ningetaka kuongea dakika moja kuhusu taarifa ambayo imeulizwa na Senator Mundege na pia Senator Nyutu. Ya kwanza, polisi ni muhimu sana katika nchi hii. Ingawa watu wengi wanalalamika na ingawa pia nyuki yapigwi mbusu, nadhani polisi ni watu. Mr. Speaker, ukiangalia sana polisi ambao wanatolewa kutoka mahali pamoja kupelekwa pengine, wako na familia ambazo zinavunjika. Polisi anapochukua pesa ama mtaji na kuwekesha katika ujenzi wa njumba mahali pamoja, halafu anatolewa anapelekwa mahali pengine ambapo anafaa kulipa kondi, inakuanga ni gharama ya ziada ambayo polisi wengi wameshindwa kuweza kukimu, na mara nyingi ndio maana unaona kwamba polisi wengi wanaingiwa na matatizo ya kiakili. Mstahiki Speaker, nadhani hilo ni jambo la maana sana. Iangaliwe polisi wanapotolewa katika sehemu moja kupelekwa nyingine, waangaliwe kwamba mahali wanapopelekwa wamepelekwa na wanaridhika na wamepewa pia kama ni ridhaa ili waweze kukaa mahali pale. Jambo la pili ni kuhusu taarifa iliyoulizwa na Senator wa Murang'a. Mstahiki Speaker, katika kikao ambacho kilisha katika kamati ya ukulima, uvuvi na uchumi samahati ambao mimi ni mwenyekiti, tulikaa na waziri na kumwambia kwamba hakukuwa na haja ya kuja angeongeza makataa ili makandamia iweze kuuzwa katika nchi za ng'ambo. Lakini mpaka saa hii wakati makataa iliisha katika tarehe 2 mwezi Novemba, hakuna jambo ambalo limefanyika kwa sasa. Mstahiki Speaker, wakulima wanafaa ruhusiwe kila mkulima afuge mbuzi wake mahali anaona kuna nyasi. Hii sheria nyingi ambazo zimekuwa zikija, nyingi zinakuja kuandaa na kuwa zinawakandamiza wakulima. Mstahiki Speaker, mazao mengi sana katika nchi hii haina sheria. Kama vile utapata wenye wanalima mahindi hayana sheria, kama ni maziwa hakuna sheria, lakini wakulima wa korosho, makandamia na bigza unapata kuna sheria ambazo ni gandamizi ambayo inawazuia wale wakulima kuweza kuuza mazao yao. Asante sana Mr. Speaker.
Senator Beatrice Ogola.
Honorable Speaker, I thank you for the chance to say something about and support the noble statement by State Senator of Embu, Senator Mundigi. Honorable Speaker, a number of times we blame police officers for the so many things that are not done rightly, Honorable Speaker. But do we stop to consider the kind of services that police officers equally give us? That because of police officers, Honorable Speaker, we are able to sleep comfortably because we know there's somebody that is ensuring that we are secure. Honorable Speaker, as I support the fact that transfers are administrative and every region of this country deserves the service of police officers, Honorable Speaker, the transfer must be done with some human face. Part of the consideration that is made for all public officers is the situation of their families, that includes their spouses and their children. But Honorable Speaker, we must also, the police service must also attend to other benefits of police officers that are not only